All-Tingle show. I'm pleased to be here. Sir, before we proceed to today's program, could you tell us where you come from? I am from Arizona. I meant your original country, for the sake of our audiences. Oh, my birth country? Well, I was born in Nigeria. In your book, you mentioned your mother, rest her soul, was from Cuba. So how did you find yourself in the United States of America? You see, besides boarding an airplane that landed in New York at some point, which I believe was the easiest part of my life's journey, my entire story was a long, sad and complicated one. So, do you mind taking us through some episodes of your life, especially as a former presidential speechwriter in Nigeria? How did that happen? Well, ironically, I majored in aerospace engineering. But you see, I had an uncle who was a career politician in Nigeria. He, in fact, talked me into returning home. His initial purpose was for me to take over my deceased father's ailing plastic firm. Sorry to hear about your father. So tell me, how was life in Nigeria? My experience there was awesome. You know, a clear opposite of what we have here in America. How so? To tell you the truth, I was often bemused by the people, the food, weather, and of course, the organized chaotic way things work out there. Oh, I see. You sold your father's ailing plastic firm after you got a job working for the government. How was the experience? I didn't start up as a presidential speechwriter. The fact was that I fortunately got hired working as a member of the presidential press team. That's interesting. So, from a mere member of the presidential press team, you were promoted to the president's speechwriter. Naturally, you don't expect this sort of thing to happen quickly. Of course, in your book, you said it took a pen and nearly 2 years for me to sit with the president of Africa's most populous country. What do you mean by that? Oh, I wrote an article titled "The President's Many Headaches." Surprisingly, it got the president's attention. And this was nearly 2 years working as a member of the presidential media. In your 2 years plus working close to the head of state, how would you describe Africa in general terms? I like to call her the barren diamond mountain. That sounded somewhat pessimistic. Could you tell us more? Also, is the idea of a new developed Africa a utopia? Perhaps your guess is as good as mine. But before we all draw such hasty conclusion, we must revisit some blatant topical issues with a view to overturning such pessimistic mindset. Africa is rich. Very rich indeed, and should have no business dancing with poverty in this era. Wow. Your statement is mind-blowing and insightful. Unfortunately, we have to continue from this point next time. Once again, thank you for coming. Thank you.